So we've got now a first look at the Thing from the upcoming Fantastic Four First Steps movie. Movie has been produced and they showed a little something of it at Comic-Con. Well, actually, Comic-Con and D23, we got some stuff with it. They're not bad. I mean, it looked okay. Kind of tried to be optimistic in regards to if it turns out to be good, fine. But we have gotten our first look at the Thing. Some stuff to go over first, and then I'll show you what it has there. This article comes from Cosmic Book News. Fantastic Four, the First Steps, first look at the Thing. We get a first look at the Thing in Marvel's Fantastic Four, the First Steps movie, which is now filming thanks to set, video, and images. Ben Grimm, aka the ever-loving Blue Eyed Thing, is being played by Ebon Moss-Bachrach. Fantastic Four, the First Steps is being filmed in London. A fan posted set video on social media which shows that at least for filming, Marvel is using practical effects for the Thing. The video also gives us a look at the costume, which is light blue and white, similar to the poster art. It could be possible to some sort of stand-in and that Marvel will use CGI later in post-production, or there could be a combination of practical and visual effects that go into making up the look of the character. So you got a short video here. We'll play it now so you can take a look at it. Okay, so that was the video. Not bad at all. I mean, the fact that they're using actual effects and stuff here. But let me go to this picture here of it. What I will say is that I do like the fact that they actually gave him eyebrows. Kind of like these stony eyebrows thing that Ben Grimm has. Ben Grimm is supposed to have. In the last two iterations, they didn't do that. But this time around, he actually has eyebrows. Isn't bad. Does look like a rock monster, which is how he's supposed to look. He's big, so no issues there. I don't know if it's a thing I could say in regards to, but for some reason, when I look at this picture, I kind of start to think about fried chicken. I don't know why. It just kind of pops into my mind when I look at it. I don't know why, honestly, but I just kind of get that feeling when I look at this picture. But his suit overall doesn't look bad. It's light blue with some white in it. Weighted, so you see it has some like muscles and stuff. This is not a bad look at all. It's not bad, really. Realistically speaking, it does look good. So over there, but let's get into some more information here. In the comics, when the Fantastic Four are exposed to cosmic radiation in space, Ben Grimm undergoes a physical transformation that changes his human body into a rock-like monster. While the other members of the Fantastic Four have their powers, they retain their normal human appearance. However, for Ben Grimm, he doesn't have the ability to change back into a human form. Not being able to be human and appearing as a rock-like monster takes its toll on Ben Grimm, which plays into the story. Yeah, Ben has always had to struggle with that, the way he looks. People judge you on that and that thing, but he really does look like a rock monster, a giant rock monster, so that is, his burden to bear. But in the Fantastic Four, the Thing, Ben Grimm has always been the heart of the team. That's the most, when it comes down to it, he's always been one of the most important characters, if not the most important character there, because realistically speaking, you have Ben Grimm, the Thing, you have the other members, but Ben, like I said, has always been the heart of the team. Now, the one member who has always stuck around has really been Mr. Fantastic, because, he has always kind of been there. Johnny Storm has gone before, Sue Storm left, Ben left, other characters came in and out, but Reed Richards has always been kind of there. And the way I've always looked at the makeup of the Fantastic Four has always been Reed Richards is basically the head and the brain of the entire team, right? Sue Storm is the caring one. She's always been there to try and hold them together as in a maternal way, that they are not just cold, unfeeling members of our team. No, they're a family. Ben Grimm is the heart. You understand me? Ben Grimm is the heart of the team. He is the glue that keeps them all on track, because even with the fact that he is a rock, even the fact that he looks like a rock monster and all of this thing, he's always been the one with the biggest heart, always been the one that carries this burden and still tries to lift up every member of the team when he can. And Johnny Storm has always been the spark that ignites greatness in them. Yes, he's he does tend to do some crazy and reckless stuff and thing all along the way. Yeah, but when it comes and when it's needed to, he's the one that lights that spark in them, and he keeps that fire burning. That's really the way the entire makeup of the Fantastic Four work, and that's why they're the first family of Marvel Comics. So it will be interesting to see how that plays out when it's done now in the 60s. I wish to God it wasn't, I wish to God it wasn't another multiverse nonsense, but we get what we get. More than just the visual aesthetics, the 60s to me is all about optimism. That's what the director Matt Shakman said at San Diego Comic-Con. It's about looking to the stars and dreaming about traveling into space. It's about how with the right heart and the right mind you can do anything, which is what the Fantastic Four is all about. Yeah. It is a period film, and there was another piece of art we released with Johnny Storm flying in the air, making it Force symbol. There was a cityscape in that image. Feige said in July, there were a lot of smart people who noticed that cityscape didn't look exactly like the New York that we know, or the New York that existed in the 60s in our world. Those are smart observations, I'd say. Fantastic Four Full Steps get released on July 25th, 2025, directed by Matt Shakman. The film stars Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Invisible Woman Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch, Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm the Thing. Ralph Ineson plays Galactus, with Julie Garner as the female Silver Surfer. So that's the lineup that we're getting. But like I say, the thing at least does look somewhat interesting. So I am excited to see how they're going to do Galactus. He's going to have to be CGI, all the way, something like that. If they do it practical somehow and thing, I don't know they're going to pull that off, but it will be interesting to see how that works out. Again, not a big fan of the whole multiverse thing. I'm getting sick and tired of that now. But multiverse ruins everything. Let's hope it doesn't ruin this. Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, not really digging that choice, but it's possible he might play a good role, so we will wait and see. I don't have a problem with it because, Kevin Feige say that the original team was too white. That should never be an aspect for anything that you're doing. Whether or not they have completely abandoned the information that we got earlier about Sue Storm going to be central in it, and the rest of them going to be a whole thing that is going to turn into some feminist agenda nonsense, we shall see. But for now, we have a look at the thing. Looks interesting. It might very well be a mixture of CGI and live real world aesthetics and all that. We shall wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like it, really hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell and be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.